Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the Essendon versus Fremantle game, going through how it was a really actual probably good game, to be honest, to watch. I mean, Essendon ran out 20-point winners, 50-30. Wasn't able to watch this game, like I've been saying with the last couple recaps, as all the games are on Sunday and I had something on Sunday, which won't be the case next week, so hopefully there are games, with there being the Saturday grand final, which I'll probably actually miss, which sucks. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a load of games. Let me just check with the women's next week on the Sunday, which I should be able to watch. We've got no, they're all stacked up on. We've got a Thursday night game. Well, that's going to be a Thursday night game. That means that my recording schedule is going to have to change up to accommodate for that. Then you got a Friday, two Fridays, 3 Fridays of 9:15, and then a Saturday, and then 3 Sunday games. So that is a little bit annoying that you've got a really wacky time schedule. At least and then you go back to 3 Sunday games. Can we go back to There's always 3 Sunday games, it looks like here. Never 4, never 5, just 3. That really sucks because I would much rather than be, for the sake of you guys, having more games for me to actually be able to watch, but it doesn't seem like that is the case. But anyway, before we get into this video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, especially now given that there's a Thursday night game, because I didn't know that, and we'll know teams for that tomorrow night, I guess. So yeah, you keep notification bells on so you know when I actually upload, because there will be probably a couple of 3 upload days just to catch up and get in front, and then Friday will probably have the Swans upload, etc. that day rather than on the Thursday. So let's get into the video here. So as you can see here, Too Good top scorer with 126. I'm pretty sure she got off to a flyer here. Oh no, she actually came home really strong. That's what it was. I thought she got off to a flyer in 32, but then fell apart in the second, only 7, but then came home really strongly. Wales 92 as well. She had 19 disposals, 14 hitouts. Didn't even really do that well. Too Good's one that really does well. If we look at here, and obviously these trades are yet to be finalized. Here I don't even have Too Good as a trade, but I just want to see with Too Good here. You can see second top scorer for the round. You take out Garner, and you take out Too Good and Garner, and they go down to basically no one else really scored. But Too Good here, you look at the averages and you see marks, 26, 31 marks across 4 games. It's just under 8 a game. You've got tackles here as well, that she's finally got a big tackle game. So that's 13, 14, 17 tackles. So she's averaging 4 a game there. So if you take that into account, she's getting close to 40 non-disposal points. Add the goals in as well, which she's kicking at least 1 a game. So that gets you close to 50 non-disposal points. And she's also getting 35 disposal points in itself through kicks, and then the odd 5 or 10 through handballs. There she's getting 100 really easily there. And that's how she's averaging 105, is she? Or 104.8? 104.8. So, yeah, I think there's definitely a warrant for her to be in the side, and it all depends on what happens with Bowers with her injury, and we'll see with that. Now I could actually do, now looking at it here, so I have 40k remaining. I was just thinking about it, could I somehow keep Bowers and get Whitford or Benici up to, get them up to Gardner instead, and sacrifice a little bit in the defenders with getting, even maybe not Gunjaka herself, but getting, like we were discussing with Smith, is it? Where's Smith? Smith had a 71 pointer and is 90k cheaper, so that would get me 130k saved on Bowers, and that would get me down to 1. So I need another way of getting another 100 odd k down. So I'd need someone around about that 690k, which gives Gunjaka. So that would be quite a haul if I was able to keep I could actually do Prezi instead and get to Prezi from Whitford. that would work. And then I'd have Marinoff, Bowers, Riddell, Prosparkas, and Benici. There are options, but I think if I can get to the likes of preseason, Konjak is still doing pretty well. So, there are some options. If I can get Gardner, Marinoff, Bowers, Riddell, and Benici as a midfield, I'm pretty happy with that. And then upgrade Phillips next week with Everest, I think, up to the forward line, as Single's doing all right, Roberts is doing all right, but we'll see. Anyway, back to the game, as I've wasted about 3 or 4 minutes there. Alexander, Kane, Prosparkas 75, a little bit low, so she's, I think, gone down in price because of that. Vogue, Scott, Walker, Radford, Brown, all of these girls aren't really that valuable, to be honest. Nan scored 48 with a goal included, didn't get the tackles that she usually gets. Then we move to Freo, and you have Strom here, 84. Bowers, 14 and 10 in 3 quarters. We await her injury news tonight, I believe, as injury lists come out on Tuesday, I believe, for the women, especially given that it's a short turnaround. So hopefully with Bowers, because, she is so valuable, Bowers, if she's fine. So that would be huge if she is fine. If I can get to Gardner through Whitford, that would be huge. Stanhope was pretty good. O'Driscoll, Craig, Ty, Kaufman, Pugh, Antonio, Reynolds. There's no one here that's really that valuable that I find. So if we look at just the Freo girls through this through here, and we go to all, you'll see here the round points. You have Strom as a ruckman. It's all right in 84, but I think you'll find that did Moody go 112 or something like that? Is that what I remember? Let's go all clubs. Good was the one that went big. Good, Wales, and then Moffat again. Moffat is the number 1 ruck, I believe, for Price. Yeah, she's clear and away number 1 now. So Strom was a little bit low. She seems to have dropped ever so slightly these last couple of weeks because she had a bad game at Hawthorn last week. But she's doing all right. If we go back to Freo, we look at the defenders. You got Stannett at 844. I think her role is starting to dip. In terms of just consistent scoring. I mean, she's gone, 76, 56, 76, 77, which is all right, but it isn't that type of forward. I mean, that type of defender that's really going to go and bang. But she will be interesting next year as a forward, I think, actually, given that she will get forward status, in my opinion, given her the role that she's playing at the moment. If we look at the midfielders, get rid of the defenders. You have basically Bowers and no one else, so that's really annoying. Did Miller get injured on 18, or how did she go a whole game and go 18? That's crazy. She's going to drop in price massively. Her average is just going to be hit massively. I mean, she was averaging somewhere close to, 202, 250, 80 odd before that, and now she's averaging 68. So that was really weird. We talked about the ruck department, and then in the forward line you have Ty, who went big last week and then back to reality this week, I guess. Sort of similar to how she's gone this season, with a good game and then a bad game, good game, bad game. Kaufman is sort of also that sort of same mold of good game, bad game type. She's really going to not be consistent, as you'll see with most forwards. And that pretty much is the video. They did play Essendon, and we go through Essendon. You'll see with what I was talking about with Prosparkas here. Prosparkas lost, 86k on the round. It's the right-hand side on this view is the round, and the left-hand side is the season. Nan's gone only up 14k, so glad that I got rid of her. And I just want to check one thing with Anthony, I believe it is, to check. Anthony lost 53k, so really glad that I got rid of her. As I got rid of her at 718 2 rounds ago, and I was able to use those funds, and she's back at 770, so the people that still have her are probably going to struggle to get rid of her. And I'm probably going to end the video on that front so that I don't just waffle about unnecessary things for this recap of the Essendon Freo game. And I'll do that off camera so that you probably come back and see me with a new screenshot or something for Twitter, etc. for potential trade options. So I'll see you guys in the next recap, which will be the St Kilda versus Collingwood game, in which I got that tip wrong because Collingwood fluffed a 20-point lead at 3/4 time and ended up losing by 12, which might be one of the worst last quarter collapses in AFLW history. But anyway, I'll see you guys in that video. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.